Okay, welcome to Doris's Kitchen, and today I'm doing a horse for my daughter's birthday and stuff. She's a mom who's going to school for accounting in college with two little ones, so she works really hard, so when I can do something a little extra special, I'm doing that. So we're going to put her a nice little dinner together and have a cake and have a few friends over. So what I've done is you use a double chocolate cake mix and stuff, and these are the two pans, my casserole dish and my bread dish, and I try to make sure that I put my batter same level in both pans and stuff. So you take a little bit, put it there, because this isn't enough to do the horse. The casserole dish is not enough to do the horse. You need the bread dish for the ears, okay? So that's the reason for that, and if you know me, I use whatever we have around the house instead of buying a cake pan that's special for horses, because you know that can get expensive with every birthday or holiday or whatever, unless you belong to a baking club, you know, where everybody can each buy one pan and exchange it. Okay, so that's what we done, and then what I did was I went online to look for a smiling horse. So I kind of just traced it on 8 by 10 paper and stuff, kind of decided how it was going to look and everything. So I did that, and then what you do is right where you cut right here is where you cut this extra piece, which is going to be his neck and stuff. Only when you put it on here, it'll be reverse. I guess yeah. Now it comes in just like this. There you go. All right. Okay, and then I made some ears. At first I went a little too slim, because you know that when you work with a slim piece of cake, especially where you've already cut it out and don't have the baked sides and everything, it'll flake apart really easy. So I made it a little bit thicker after I drew the first time. Okay, and what I did was, first I started out by making my white frosting, and if you watch my doll cake, on my YouTube channel and stuff, I measured everything out to how much frosting you needed and everything by cups and shortening and, you know, the milk and everything. Because I'm from the old days and stuff where you just make it and you're set to go, just by taste and everything, you know, because you don't want a lot of the Crisco or stuff like that. With your confectionery sugar, it has to balance out just right. So what I did was I saved a little dish of the white so I could do the inside of the eyes. And I wanted to put a little diamond on my horse and everything because I think more colors is prettier and stuff. So I saved the dish of that. And then to do my gray, I used the brown and the blue to make my gray and stuff. And to make my chocolate, I just put some Nestle Toll House cocoa in to make my chocolate. So I made a special... Made one big batch of the white. Then I divided, save a little bit of white, save another dish to do my gray, another dish to do my chocolate. And then the basic color, of course, is my brown and stuff, which is just add a half a jar of peanut butter with your frosting. So that made it nice and rich. And I did throw in, because I didn't want it peanut butter look, I did throw in 3 tablespoons of the cocoa. So when I mix that all up, it really tastes like a Reese's Buttercup. Or if you like fudge, kind of gives you that nice flavor. Really worked out good. So I frosted first my head. Okay, I left a piece for the gray because, you know, the horse's mouth is kind of grayish when you get to the mouth area and stuff. And what I did was some of these vampire teeth from Halloween, and I just cut the little extra vampire. It was either going to be that or one of those in the gift packages, those red smiles that has the little whistle in it in the center, and I decided against that. So I just went with the clear teeth and stuff and just clipped off the fangs and stuff because I wanted my horse to be smiling. Okay, then when I did my ears and everything, I used my thumb. Once you got to let it air dry a little bit, okay? Let the air get to it for a little bit. And then all the imperfections can just be tapped down. You know, because a lot of people, when they bake, they have the knife look. And then I just, on this side, use this thumb. And that made the indentation for the ears and stuff. Then I did my diamond, did my eyes. Now to do the nostril, it's not completely all done yet because the frosting is still kind of a little bit loose. But what I need to do is to continue to blend that right in. So it makes almost like a volcano kind of look and stuff. And what I did was I put a spoon in there and then I just twisted my spoon around. Keep twisting it around to make that hollow because horses have really deep nostrils. So I gotta just continue working with this one a little bit. You know, and you can just keep going. Okay. Still got to work a little bit more with it when it hardens a little bit. A little air time is needed for that. Okay, now when I did this piece here to give the indentation of where the neck begins and the head stops and everything, what I did is, because they were all the same layer, I sliced a little piece of the bottom. Take like about a ½ inch off the bottom. That way it sits down, and let me show you how that looks. Okay. See, it kind of sits down if you look sideways. Just so that people will know that, you know, this is where the head ends, and this is where the neck begins. Okay? So I got to continue working a little bit more with this. You know, and you just continue like that. Very lightly. And stuff, and you can take all the imperfection out because a lot of people, when they frosting, they have the lines of the knife and everything, and that's how you take care of that. So then I gave them some hair, and what I need to do now, because it has hardened, is take a knife and put lines in it so it gives my hair the right way for my horse. So that's the next part I need to turn around and do. Different, isn't he? I don't know if he's scary or friendly. Supposed to be friendly with a nice smile, but I don't know. Maybe I got to work around his mouth a little bit more to make it smiley. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But you know, now's the time to work with the knife to, I think I need another. Boy, you use a lot of knives when you do this. Okay, just to give it so that it all looks like, so it can look like hair. You put the lines, and then after that you can just pass your hands through it, back over it, to level some of that off, but yet it'll still give the look. Of the hair. Oops, that one in right. Okay, so you just learn to use the pans that you have around the house, and that's, you know, if you watch a lot of my cookings, that's what I always do. Make do with what you have. Don't go out and spend money. And you don't have to be a perfectionist, because I'm definitely not a cake maker or anything like that. Never went to school for it or anything like that. It's all just try. And this is the first time I've ever tried this one. So, never done a horse before. Got to do a castle. The next cake is my castle cake, which will be interesting. Never done that one either. But I like doing things I've never done before. And I'm just a mom, grandma, great-grandma. So you don't have to be a professional to do it, and anybody can do it. See, then just tap some of that came up. Tap it down. Don't tap it all the way, just enough to take some of that off. Actually, I think I'm going to do a little bit more. Yeah. If you find that you pressed a little bit too hard, you know, do it again. Yeah. All right, and I'll continue to work with this here till I have this to where I'm happy with it. But this is just to give you an idea on how you can do it, and you don't need to be a cake expert or anything like that. You can do this all on your own and just use whatever pans you have around the house. And it's the thought of doing it, and it's different. Instead of just a simple cake that everybody buys at the store or whatever, do it yourself. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and I'll be bringing you some more. I mean, there's always birthdays, and everybody always wants something. But he looks kind of smiley, you know, right? And I like the nice little diamond and stuff that's on his forehead. I mean, you know, on his nose, coming down. So, he's different, for sure. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.